Mufasa.
Ooh, the name
See it
alone.
again.
Never.
See it again.
Mufasa the Lion King.
Sorry.
Barry Jenkins directed the prequel sequel to The Lion King, giving you kind of filling in. It's a prequel sequel. It's a prequel, but it's a sequel technically because it is the begin. The movie starts off after the events of The Lion King, but it goes back to tell the story of Mufasa. So it is a prequel sequel.
1.5.
Yeah, it is 100. Like you, good thing you said 1.5. It reminded me of Lion King 1.5.
Yeah.
It was a
what did we called 0.5?
It is the TV show. It is the episode equivalent, right? This to me could have been a Disney Plus TV show. This movie did not
definitely.
need to. This movie did not need to be released in theaters. Bye bye. It looks beautiful. It is the animation is amazing.
Animation, definitely.
They fixed so much of the problems that I had from the original Lion King, where the animals had no expression. Now they gave them expression. I enjoyed it.
The only problem.
I think it worked. Yeah.
The only problem is that they hired Lin-Manuel Miranda to do the music. Because he did this movie, he couldn't do Moana 2. I think his music fits more with the Moana aesthetic versus the Lion King aesthetic. It just does not.
I don't think it fits. Period.
The music just does not fit. This is the same problem Moana 2 had.
Okay, so so from what I remember is the transition music was all him.
Wasn't the transition music just the original Lion King?
Yes, the original Lion King.
No,
But he wrote the songs and the lyrics in the new songs in this movie that don't fit. This movie falls into the same problem that Moana 2 had. Moana 2 had the issue with the music did not work in Moana. The movie is fine, but the music did not work.
The music is awful. It doesn't work, period.
In the second one.
No, in this one, in Mufasa.
No, that's the same thing. And that's the same problem this has here. The music does not fit. If you would have made this movie without the music, it's a good movie.
Just the score. Yeah, just the Lion King score. Yeah.
It is an enjoyable movie. Although they leaned too much on the pause, like the brother, the whole they leaned too much on that stuff. Like, oh, we got to do a callback to the Lion King. They did too much of that, like Scar saving Mufasa too many times. From as a kid, they did it like 3 times in the movie. They did it too many times. But other than that, I think the movie was. If you were just to take the actual songs out of the movie, I think the movie's good. I think the movie is very enjoyable.
I think that's the issue that Disney has lately is if you don't have, because not every Disney movie has the character singing. You don't need that. You can just have a song in the background doing it. You don't really have to have them sing.
I don't mind the singing. It's the lyrics were stupid.
Bye
bye. I was like, what?
But you don't sing. You don't have to sing in every movie though. Like there really doesn't have to be a
no, you don't. But they do it in every Disney animation. So you have to do it in every Disney animation.
Who says you have to though?
But the songs are just really poorly. Like the lyrics are so dumb. Like again, the villain song, him saying bye bye, right? The only song that I somewhat enjoyed was Milele, and that's the very first song that's sang by was it Keith David and
that man knows I'm Mary's cousin.
And then what's it? the voice of Tiana. Anoni Rose, right? That's the only song that I thought was good. Other than that, none of the other songs, it didn't fit. But you could have played that song and not had the characters sing it. You could have done the same thing they did with Circle of Life in the first Lion King. None of the animals sing Circle of Life. It's a song that's played. They could have done something like that with that song because Milele, is their paradise. I get it. That could have been the song that could have been played at the very beginning, like Circle of Life. Fine. But if you take the songs out of the movie, I think the voice acting itself great. You get Aaron Pierre, the guy from that one movie from Netflix, the guy who's gonna be the new Green Lantern.
Sure.
We direct the one about it's like Walking Tall, where he's trying to get his cousin out of jail.
Oh, the one. Yeah,
yeah.
The one
Yeah,
with
he
Don
does.
Johnson and
Yeah, he's the voice of Mufasa, right? And then you have the other guy that is like the guy who the voice actor who's playing Scar. It's where the other where the animated live action Lion King did a they had Chiwetel Ejiofor, right? Or who was the voice of the of Scar?
Yeah,
Was it Chiwetel? Okay, Chiwetel Ejiofor doing the voice of Scar. The voice in this one sounds like he's trying to be Jeremy Irons. Like it sounded closer to Jeremy Irons versus Chiwetel Ejiofor's version of Scar.
Wouldn't you want to though?
Yeah, but for consistency.
Yeah, I mean with the live action, because they're not live. I'm just saying they didn't get actual animals.
That song is iconic.
But for consistency's sake,
Which
right?
one?
You would like be prepared.
Hell yeah,
way better.
Dope.
Right? But for consistency's sake, like you would want your actor to sound or try to sound a lot like Chiwetel Ejiofor, not Jeremy Irons. Kind of throws off the
because it's not the animated version. Yeah,
right. And then Billy Eichner and Seth Rogen, they were annoying. It's like what they did is they intercut them into the story.
Yeah,
that could have been a commercial break. You know, that's why it felt to me like, oh, that's where an episode ends. Right, an episode of this Disney Plus show ends, and you could have done a 4-episode Disney Plus show. That's it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to pause it here because I have to go take a shit now.
Mads Mikkelsen was really good as the villain, right? Mads Mikkelsen was good as the villain. I enjoyed him as the albino lion.
Is he ever the hero?
I mean, technically, in Rogue One, he is being used, but he does tell them about the Death Star. But yeah, I don't think he ever does actively play a hero in any movie.
And he's
but
good at what he does, though.
But he's good in this voiceover. Other than that stupid song, bye bye, bye bye.
The movie that song was great.
Yeah, what did Tony the Tiger great? Yeah,
it'll give you diabetes.
But I see. This is one of those movies where I thought the movie was good, but it's not needed. I did not need to know Mufasa's backstory. You didn't need to put me in a love triangle between Scar, Mufasa, and Sarabi.
Mm-hmm. That's another stupid song that they have.
Right. It doesn't. None of these songs fit. We agree that none of these songs work. Other than the Malele that could have just been Circle of Life. You could have just done a Circle of Life the whole time.
They could just sang you and me. Together we make 3. No.
No. I didn't need the love triangle part of it. A lot of the movies is not needed.
Women change men.
I know, right? Ugh.
They bring out the worst in men.
It's the reason we have cars, we buy homes. The reason it's like we need to impress.
But I think if this is I'm just gonna chalk this to like you didn't need to make this movie. I think this movie was just a waste of time. Even the director Barry Jenkins didn't even want to. I don't even think he promoted this movie. He didn't even want to have anything to do with this movie after a certain amount of time, right?
He watched it. That's why.
I mean, ultimately,
he's like, wait, what the hell? You guys added his music? What the fuck?
Moana 2 worked and made a lot of money. Mufasa's not making any of the money because it's one of those movies that, right? It's like,
I mean,
it's gonna work for kids.
What are you gonna watch the weekend it came out? Mufasa or Sonic 3?
Sonic 3, obviously. Sonic 3 was gonna blow it out of the water. Both. Yeah, we watched both, but I think the voice cast is fine. I think a voice cast that we got for the in this movie is fine. They worked, other than the nepotism hire, which is Beyonce's daughter.
Yeah.
Right? They just put her in there to give
Baby D.
Yeah. You put her in the movie. It's a movie that I don't need didn't need, and I didn't think should have been made.
No.
I think you leave Lion King alone, it move the Mufasa legacy. I like the way the movie started though, like it's in honor of James Earl Jones, and they use James Earl Jones's voice at the very beginning.
Remember,
right? They do a lot of that stuff, but I think ultimately this is a big miss with just because of the music.
Yeah.
Is the movie horrible? No,
Nah.
the movie's not horrible. The music really brings it. The songs, not the music, the songs bring it down.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's again, it's a story that I didn't need. I didn't want. I didn't need to know the backstory of Scar, and like the whole time they rewrote the story. They rewrote his backstory because this whole time Mufasa and Scar were brothers. They never mentioned that they were blood brothers or not. But you didn't need to tell me that he's an adopted brother, right? You need to tell me all this stuff. And
he's basically Loki, except Loki gets the crown.
Yeah, but it just where this movie worked was the animation. The animation to me was I would never be able to make anything like this because
now
it's
would they?
amazing.
I think they would have saved more money by going back to the project they did with the Lion King before the live action Lion King, the first one, and fix that animation and release it again like that. It would actually be a little bit better, way cheaper to do, and you'll still have people kind of go, "That's a damn good movie."
Why? They'd have to remake the whole movie.
Not really. You can work on animation. Depends on what kind of issues you have. Either way, you can work on it and actually be cheaper than what they did for this.
Yeah, I think we agree that this movie should not have been made. Then you don't need to make this movie. Then
you're right. No, I said you're right. I think that did I say he was right? No. I can't remember. Well, not the point. What you do is you redo the original, fix all the animation issues you had, remove that Beyonce song that's useless in that movie, because isn't it Speechless or some stupid song? Yeah, because you didn't need it. It's not like it's like a running song. That's what it is in the movie. Stupid. But then you don't make this movie, and you're good to go.
This could have just been released on Disney Plus as a straight to streaming movie. It's not. It wasn't. It's nothing special. This movie is not anything special. The only thing that it has going for it is that this animation is really, really good.
Yeah,
they put a lot of money into fixing this animation, fixing the problem.
The message. The last message is good too. The last message in the movie is really good, where he says that it's not what you were, but who you were, but what you've become.
Message.
But that's it.
Yeah, other than that, I don't think this it's a movie that I would say skip. There's better movies out there.
Wait for it to come out on Disney Plus.
Yeah, just wait for it to be on Disney Plus.
It's taking up Dolby space in the theater.
It's definitely.
What would you put on there right now?
You can watch it.
Huh?
What would you put on Dolby right now?
I wanted to watch Nosferatu.
But Nosferatu's playing super late night.
Yeah,
they only do late night showings of Nosferatu in Dolby.
Yeah.
If you guys saw Mufasa, what did you guys think? Leave a comment below. Let us know what you guys thought. Don't forget to like and subscribe. On that note, this has been Vinny.
Zati.
Anna.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye. Ooh.